Hey there, and welcome back to Around the Region. I'm Alex Johnson.
And I'm Maggie Anglin. We've got a full lineup this week, from athletes on the rise to Easter fun and Lumpy trying his hand at baseball.
You know that's always entertaining. But first, let's hit the track, the course, and the diamond on the lookout. Good evening, sports fans. Welcome back to On the Lookout. I'm your host, Alex Johnson. We have a few key events to keep on our radar this week, so let's take a look. Let's start things off with baseball. Tonight is senior night and our Warriors are taking on Johnson at home. This is the last game of the regular season and first pitch is set for 5:55. Come show your support. Next up, track is gearing up for a huge week. The Region 7 fields and prelims begin on Tuesday, April 22nd, followed by the finals on Thursday, April 24th. Mark your calendars and come show your support. And next up is our golfers. Our boys golf team will be competing at Valhalla Golf Resort on Tuesday, April 22nd. Best of luck to those competing.
Thank you, Alex, for always keeping us updated.
Absolutely. And speaking of standout athletes, one track star is making waves heading into next week's big region meet.
Hello, I'm Kayla Amison, and this is Noel Lammers. Noel, what do you do?
Triple jump.
I'm assuming a triple jump is you jump 3 times.
Yes, it's off. You can do either. So I do right, left because I can do like more weight on one leg. So I go right, jump off left, but it can vary.
So you like
So-
hopscotch?
No. It's like,
Oh.
so you're running and there's a board, and as soon as you jump off with one leg, you land on that same leg, jump again, and then that last phase, you're switching to your left leg and or right, and then jumping into the pit.
Do you know why that's a thing? Like who was like, you know what? Let's see how.
Oh, I have no clue.
Okay, so you don't know, like there's a history. You just do it.
I just kind of, I don't even know how I really started doing it.
You just showed up at track one day and they were like,
I think I was just slow. I'm very slow when it comes to like track.
if you had to compare your athleticism to an animal, what would you say you're the most like?
A monkey. If I'm gonna be real.
Explain.
Monkeys are really good at like hanging and swinging on stuff, and they got a good upper body. They got a strong upper body.
So why don't you throw then?
Oh, because I messed up my shoulder.
Oh, okay. Football has also started, right? They're doing workouts and stuff. What's the rule? Because I know there's like a GHSA rule that y'all can't like.
Touch a football.
Oh, is it touching a football?
We can't use any football till like the summer. I'm pretty sure.
Can you hit?
I don't think so.
So it's just conditioning right now, basically.
More or less, yes.
So a lot of people might not realize this. Noel's only a junior because he's very tall and he's very large. So do you have plans for after next year?
For football, I'm trying to get an offer. I have a few D1 schools following me. I got invited to a spring game by a D1 school and other schools. It really doesn't have to be D1 though. Like
Yeah.
it'd be D2, D3, and IA. I don't really care. And then I'm probably not gonna go to the NFL. Like there's a small chance I'm ever going to the NFL. So like after college, I'm gonna be a game warden or something with like outside because I like being outdoors away from people.
How do you measure up? Because I mean, I know there's like an average height, whatever. Like, are you on?
I'm above average for a running back.
Really?
Because you want to be short so you can get down and no one can hit your knees. But I'm like 6'2", 6'3", so it's harder for me to do that. That's why. I mean, probably at like college level, I'll be a little bit more average, but
Yeah.
for high school, I'm tall.
So you want to be a running back? You want to stay there?
But I probably won't be. Might get moved to receiver if I do get recruited for something.
Cool. All right, last question. If you had a theme song that played every time you walk in a room, what would it be?
I wouldn't want it to be a serious theme song. I would want it to be like kind of like one of those edit musics,
Yeah.
like for it to be funny, more or less. Tundra by Playboi Carti. I feel like that would be a funny one. Every time I walk into a room, that song would start playing, or like Drip Too Hard by Lil Baby, something just random.
I'm gonna play it at the end of this video. So
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
No problem.
I've been an OG since I was younger. All of my friends are dead. Leave them in the cold, put them in the tundra. I go rage.
Well, with a few side notes about next year's football, Noel seems to be ready for this upcoming week.
Now let's head to the course for some coaching wisdom from this week's Behind the Whistle.
I'm Coach Stowe. I coach the girls golf team here at White County. It's been going great. Our girls have really performed well so far. We've had a really strong season so far. We've won a lot of matches, and we've had a couple of high finishes. We've placed first in a tournament down in Statesboro, and then we placed second in a tournament at Apple Mountain about a month ago. So it's been going good, and now we're just trying to get ready for our area tournament coming up in a couple weeks. Well, I think the camaraderie among our team, everybody gets along really well, led by some senior leadership. We have 3 seniors that kind of lead us, and then everybody just gets along really well. Everybody's there to kind of pick each other up, and I think everybody really enjoys each other, and I think that's big with golf, to kind of keep each other lifted up and playing positive. So we spend two days a week normally playing at the course. We just play 9 holes at the course and just get some playing experience. The other days we'll spend either at the range or at our practice facility, our golf practice facility over at the middle school. And that's kind of more where we're working on the fine tuning our swings and working out some of the kinks and trying to figure out what we need to do to hit the ball straighter. But 2 days a week we're playing 9 holes and getting some playing experience, and 2 days we're kind of fine tuning our swing. I think just people might not realize the level of talent we have here in Georgia at our high school level, how good our golfers are here, and how competitive it really is. Absolutely, and I think a lot of players would agree that golf is probably 90% mental and 10% actually, physical and swinging the club. Golf is really easy to get down on yourself. You make a couple bad shots, but I think the biggest thing is just have the memory of a goldfish. Hit a bad shot, 10 seconds later you're already on to the next one. You can't let one bad shot lead to another bad shot. I'd say just swing as much as you can, whether it be if you can go to the range or go out and actually play. But if not, just swing in your yard, chip in your yard. Just as many reps as you can get is going to make you better. So as much as you can get out in the yard and just swing around, or go to the range or go to the actual course, the more reps, the better.
I love hearing about the work going on behind the scenes.
Now it's time to learn what some athletes say their sport icks are. Maggie, what are your tennis icks?
My tennis ick is when I call a ball out and then somebody tries to question. They're like, "Are you sure that was out?" And you just have to stand your ground. And I'm just like, "Yes, I'm sure it was out." and then they get mad, and then they serve, and then usually they double fault because you've messed them up in the brain. Alex, what are your football icks?
When people don't wear deodorant, it gets pretty bad.
I'm sure.
My name is Clark Allen, and I'm here with,
Griffin Harper.
and I'm asking, what is their sport ick?
So for golf, I would say sandbaggers. So whenever somebody says like, "Oh, okay, I'm a 17 handicap," and they go out there and shoot like three over or under par or whatever, and then also whenever I'm putting, this is like tournament play. If I'm putting and then some guy steps in my line, not fixing your ball marks too. That's another big one.
Yeah.
Don't fix your ball marks, people.
I'm Tristan Orndorff,
I'm Alexis Kelly.
and I'm going to ask you icks about your favorite sport or the sport you play. So you play soccer, so what's your ick?
My biggest ick is probably when someone on the opposite team is dribbling down the line and you're supposed to pressure them, or like your teammate is supposed to pressure them, but yet they don't step, and instead of stepping to the ball, they run alongside it, so they just get down farther. And then also with that as well is when there's 4 of your teammates pressing one person, but all of them is just watching it, so no one really communicates, and so that person just gets around all of them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of frustrating.
And what's your biggest sport ick?
When a team just consistently makes errors and doesn't back you up in the field.
When I send like a through ball and it hits them in the heel and they don't like back up to get it, they just keep trying to run. Yeah. Yeah. Is that it? Yeah, that's about it. And like when I have like an open pass and then they just take it instead of, getting a smart pass to me or something.
IQ,
yeah. IQ.
My biggest sport ick is like full neon soccer kits for keepers. It's just so disgusting.
When umpires show they don't want to be there, or like the other team is either doing too much or not doing enough at all, like people just don't want to be there. It just kind of like just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
We're back, and things are about to get festive.
Grab your baskets. It's time for a different kind of batting practice.
My name's Alex Johnson, and I'm with the baseball team. Right here, I got 6 hard-boiled eggs and 6 raw eggs. They're gonna pick one and find out which is which. This one looks good.
I want that
This
one.
looks good,
I want
though.
that one. I want that one.
This blue one?
Yeah, I want the blue one. I'm scared I'm gonna miss.
You good?
Let's do it.
I gotta go with this blue one. Just don't try to swing at this. I want this yellow one.
I pray I do not miss.
Ready yet?
I pray.
So that one. Oh gosh. I reckon this one.
You just gotta look at it.
I like this green one.
This one looks good. Good pick. That was quick.
I guess that was the raw one.
Yeah.
Okay, that is definitely not regulation approved, but we'll allow it.
Speaking of not so regulation, Lumpy took on the diamond this week. You've got to see it.
I'm Trevor Butler. I pitch and play outfield.
I'm Shelton Ramey. I also pitch and play outfield.
And I'm Robert Lundy, and I'm an AV teacher, and this is Lumpy Works Out with Baseball. Mine? Yeah.
Get 2 hands up there.
Holy cow.
Like that?
Yep, 2 hands up there.
All right. Oh, shoot. Mine? after I caught it.
Good throw.
Should I burn him on this one? Nah.
Go like right or left.
How do we account for the wind? Oh, shoot. Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
I thought you'd get there.
Make sure you can hold your balance right here. This is a key part. Nope, see? All right, here we got Caleb Campbell, our offensive specialist, as Coach says. Pretty good ball player, knows a thing or two about hitting. This is also Cole Shelton. He's our catcher.
His arm is bigger.
He can hit it pretty well, too. They're going to teach Lundy here how to hit some balls.
Okay, wait. Timeout.
Cut that one out.
That was good. In the words of Trevor, I got it. I shouldn't have gone for it.
Oars up. Down. Row.
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 Row. Row. Row.
Throws the pitch. Ball 4. Home run.
Something good's going to happen.
Yep.
Every time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's funnier, his side comments or his attempt to play baseball.
He gave it his all. If you would like to see the full episode of Lumpy Works Out Baseball Edition, you can stream it on WTVN's YouTube. Now let's talk baseball, but this time, the rules that aren't in the rule book.
Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten.
Before we go, I want to talk to you guys about the unwritten rules. And what I mean by that is like, I was never welcomed into baseball because I didn't, I step on the white line, or, I didn't fart in public often. It just seems like there's a lot of, you don't talk to coach when you're at third base and he's at third base, you only let him talk to you. And I mean, I don't know, is it in my head or there really are these kind of like unwritten social cues that you have to mind?
I think you could definitely be in your head a little bit, especially about the farting in public part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know who told you that, but that's kind of nonsense.
Okay.
Not talking to coach at third base. Sometimes he wants you to talk to him. Like he wants
maybe my coaches just didn't want communication from me.
Yeah, they might have not liked you.
I probably just talked too much.
Looking back on it, it's possible. It's possible.
Okay, well, what about like this? Everybody's nickname ends in Y. Like, what's your nickname?
Shelly.
Uh-huh. What's your nickname?
Cole. I don't have a nickname.
That's not a nickname. It's Coley.
That's C. Shelley.
C. Shelley?
Right, yeah.
All right.
Klondike.
Klondike?
Yep.
Do I want to know?
Like a Klondike bar?
Yeah.
One of the coaches did that. We didn't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And?
This is T-Butt.
T-Butt?
Yep. Like Trevor Butler, T-Butt.
Oh, T-Butt.
Yeah.
Okay, T-Buddy.
Yeah, I don't really know where that came from. It's kind of just...
Oh, yeah, one more thing.
Yeah.
I noticed that when you're at bat, or your team's at bat, y'all are chanting and doing all sorts of like weird jungle calls.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you trying to mess with your own batter or the pitcher?
Well, it kind of goes both ways. Yeah. You want to be loud. You want to let your hitter at the plate know that you got his back, that you're cheering for him.
Okay.
But
what if he's trying to concentrate?
Well,
getting the team in a rhythm.
He's just got to communicate that with us,
But does anybody ever say don't cheer, please?
No, not often.
I feel like you can't say that, but go ahead.
There's some superstition to this stuff as well.
Exactly.
A lot of superstition.
So, say we have a 2-2 count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, with 2 outs in the inning. We call that twos. Every person in the dugout,
right hand to
rubs
the right
their
side of
hat.
the bill.
When the pitcher goes to release the ball, everybody takes their hat off.
hat off.
Works every time, never fails. It's always a ball
I'm
or
pretty
it's a
sure
hit.
it's failed this year.
Not often.
Okay.
And then
Not left, right.
No, not.
Another one we do
3-2-2.
3-2 count with 2 outs. We could do either revolvers or we draw some bows sometimes.
Why?
And then you go boom right when he releases the ball.
Why?
Because it messes the pitcher up.
It gets in his head more so.
And it works.
And
Okay,
if
so
one
when
thing
it's a
doesn't
full,
work, we go to another.
when it's a full count and there's 2 outs, you go like this, and that messes with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can y'all all show me what that looks like?
Well, you start on the hit.
Yeah, on the hit always.
You got to get him going.
And then when he starts bringing his leg down
Yeah.
about to throw,
boom, boom, boom,
Right there. Just like that.
and it messes with them.
Yeah. Every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is what I mean by the unwritten. Right. There's no handbook. Okay.
Nope.
All right, guys. This has been great. Y'all have been fantastic. I have found that your teamery camaraderie is great.
Yeah. There we go.
I wish you the best of luck. And so, yeah, hats off to baseball. That's all I got.
Better than softball.
Yeah, better than softball.
Better than softball.
Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten.
That's it for this week's Around the Region.
As always, thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to check out the full episode of Lumpy Works Out Baseball Edition on WTVN's YouTube. And comment to let us know what Lumpy should try next.
I'm Alex Johnson.
And I'm Maggie Anglin. See you next time.
Was that Sigma? Say it 3 times fast. Fields and prelims, fields and prelims, fields and prelims. And next up is our golfers. And next up is our golf. And next up is our golf. Or on Tuesday, April 22nd. Good luck.
Really gonna lose.
Good luck. Good luck.